You remember that episode? The episode where I said that you got carried, that you might get carried by Phil or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if Phil can carry Siah or if Siah's been on some next shit, but we'll see, yo.
Hey man.
So was that the first episode that you saw from us?
Yes, actually. Yeah.
Oh
it was,
shit.
It was, yeah, he just sent it to us and he was like, "Yo, they're talking shit," and I was like, "What?"
Oh shit.
I was like, "What?" And then I watched it and I was just like, I laughed, but then I also, of course, everybody deep down gets.
Oh, that's how you feel,
eh?
eh?
You know what I mean?
Because I'm a fast forward to Rock Harder, bro. I remember the first person I saw walking in was you, bro. I was like, oh shit, it's fucking Siah. I was like, yo, what's good, bro? But I saw you, I'm like, yo, you look like a really nice dude, yo. And I think you went up to me or something, and then it wasn't I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, actually, well, no, because you walked in through the door, and I just right away I was just like, yo, what's up, Eric?
Ready to bust my gun, I'm rushing in like Vladimir Putin with your one son. Fuck a room, let's get shooting. The 47 coach recruiting, join the die. We coming from roots and guys and suits and ties. And talking about from the high. Grab a white collar, ride his white tee, lie. Find that white, yo, that's just what it is. When you see a pig, hit him and it's really backwards with no friends. Just another black kid, put up in the pigs. Trying to make a dollar out of 47 cents. So the shit is in things. I think I've been stop every quality. Cause he's still living in the bad days. How shit was back then. And when they see the damn full of all black men.
Breakdancing, bro, chill out.
What up? It's just breaking. We got the hosts with the most, James, Eric, and Dennis. Gonna say Siahnara to 2020 and say hello to 2021. We got the third guest of the fucking season, Siah. Welcome to the show.
Let's
What's up,
fucking
guys?
go, yo. Let's fucking go.
Damn, yo, that was intense. I actually got scared.
That was
So in this episode we're doing something differently. We actually live streaming what's going to happen behind the scenes before we actually record it. So right now we are live streaming, whatever. So the people we only live stream it to the people who are in our Patreon and in our Discord and whoever like the guest wants to invite to it. So that's one new thing that we're doing on the show. And today we got Bboy Siahnara from Juice Crew, yo.
Juicebox, yo. Say
Juicebox, bro. Juicebox.
Juicebox.
Fuck, yeah, I think I was thinking of Physics Crew, yo, when I said that. Juicebox, bro.
It's all good. It's all good. It's
You fuck up the name. Everything's been fucked up. Fucking,
Bro, it's just breaking, bro. We know we're a bunch of fuck ups, yo.
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
true.
My bad,
Yeah.
bro.
The real
Yo, don't worry,
question-
yo. Yeah.
All we
I feel
do
like
is train
everybody
to
wants to
fuck
know.
up. Let's go.
Everybody
Yo,
wants to know, why is it Juicebox?
Juicebox. Well, I can't really remember the full story. So it's like I'm not actually like an original member. I joined in a couple years in like later into my career. But they were like the up and coming crew when I started. And they were like, oh, like I looked up to them and all that stuff. I had other crews before that. But I think it's like called Juicebox. I think it started because like they wanted to find something that had to do with the acronym JBC.
JBC.
And then I don't know the full story or like the actual story, but then they were just like, it was either Junior Bacon Crew or
Cheeseburger?
some shit like
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was thinking, yo.
I don't know, some shit like that. Yeah, dude, it's actually dumb that I don't really know.
Yo,
I
yo,
feel
do
like I
you-
should-
yo, you do-
know,
you-
like-
you do know it's just breaking IJB, yo. It could be it's juice box as well, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
some
we'll
shit
take
like
that name.
that.
Fuck
Yeah,
it.
it's just
We're gonna bite
Juicebox,
that
man.
Yo, sorry
yeah,
for
but
messing up
also,
your crew
like-
name, yo. Fuck.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yo,
Like,
but can you say our crew name? Me and Denis's.
Hojinga.
Wrong.
That's actually close. Ho
That's
Chi
close,
Minh is how you
that's
say it
close.
in Mandarin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
But usually in Canada it's just hulking, whatever.
Hojinga. Okay.
Yo,
Shit.
yo, we
Wait,
won
what's
for
your
one.
I
background?
learn something every day. Well, I'm Filipino, but like I've got Chinese background as well. Like
Oh,
my,
true.
Chinese
My great-
influences.
my great grandpa was Chinese. Yeah.
Oh, true.
Word
But yeah,
up.
Siah, so tell us more about yourself. How long you been breaking for? You're
Wait,
a B-boy.
no, wait, before we get into that part, yo, I just want to know, yo, how fucking James, yo.
what?
So yo, how did you want to know how did you even hear about us? Because let me tell you what, the first time I
Talk
heard
about us.
hearing about
Okay.
our podcast. So
Okay,
we were,
okay.
I think we were sessioning at this abandoned plaza, and,
Mhm.
and I think Mike told us that Mark saw one of our episodes. Do you
Yeah.
remember that episode? The episode where I said that you got carried, that you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
carried-
yeah,
that you
yeah.
might get carried by Phil or whatever.
Hey,
So,
man.
was that the first episode that you saw from us?
Yes, actually, yes.
Oh
It was,
shit!
it was. And then after that, I so actually how I heard from that, or how I heard about you guys, was through my crewmate Justin, Bboy
Oh,
both.
true.
Yeah, and so he's just like he's always up to date with everything. Like
With
I don't know
Justin Wong
how.
or your other
No,
crewmate?
no, other
Dave.
Justin
Oh, okay,
Salcedo.
okay.
Is his name.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. He actually comes with me to Toronto. Like usually when I go down, like he's usually the guy. The one year I went down, I was in the 1-on-1s, but I also competed with him in the 2-on-2s.
Oh, true,
But,
true, true.
yeah, yeah.
Damn, yo.
Yeah, he just sent it to us and he was like, "Yo, they're talking shit," and I was like, "What?"
Oh shit.
I was like, "What?" And then I watched it and I was just like, I laughed, but then I also, of course, everybody deep down gets.
Oh,
touched
that's how you feel,
some
eh?
way, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah,
Like, whatever.
that's what I remember
Okay.
hearing from.
But then at the
from
same
Mark.
time, it's like, okay, well, if I train really freaking hard, then that'll be fake news, right? So,
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's
the
whatever.
motivation,
Like,
baby.
it is,
That's the
Yeah,
it is what
motivation.
it is, man. Like, it's up to you. Like, you can either, be mad about it.
Nah,
and
bro,
then
nah,
say,
bro. Because
or-
I'm a fast forward to Rock Harder, bro. I remember the first person I saw walking in was you, bro. I was like, oh shit, it's fucking Siah. I was like, yo, what's good, bro? But I saw you, I'm like, yo, you look like a really nice dude, yo. And I think you went up to me or something, and then or it
Yeah.
wasn't. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, actually, well, no, because you walked in through the door, and I just right away, I was just like, "Yo, what's up, Eric?"
Yeah. So you knew who I was in the moment I
Of
walked.
course, man. Yo, what? Come on, dude. Dude, and I don't even know, because I remember the one jam that I came to, um, Toronto with the Wizardz, and we won. Like we battled.
Oh, you guys battled us, right? I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, yo,
Fuck,
man,
bro. Yeah, I remember. It
Yo.
was me, Mike, and Patrick that year.
yeah,
Fuck, I remember. But I always knew who you were because I remember the first time seeing you was at Red Bull. Where I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah, I
man,
think that's
that
the first time our crew first saw you was at Red Bull. We were like, oh shit, bro, this guy's an invite, bro. You
same.
know this guy's gonna be good.
oh, man.
So the thing with the Phil comment, yo, we were just talking shit, bro. We always
Oh,
talk
no, I
shit.
don't
Just
get-
something
yo,
to
I know,
raise some
but-
controversy. But bro,
Yeah,
I
of
remember
course,
at
of
Rock
course.
Harder, bro, you fucking killed it, yo. You did
Oh,
really
man.
fucking good.
Really appreciate it. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I'm-
oh man, you know how I feel like you guys feel the same way sometimes too. Like, I honestly felt like I didn't do that great, but then I watched the footage and then I was like, okay, it wasn't that bad. You know what I
You
mean?
did good, bro. You did fucking
Yeah,
good.
like-
You're just
You have
hard
a
on
lot of
yourself,
power, bro.
Remember I saw your comment and I was like, yo, Eric, don't worry, you can take him out. And then low key, I was just like, yo, I hope he smokes the shit out of Eric.
James, just till you fucking said that, you're fucking done, bro. I'm gonna kick you out the Zoom call right fucking now.
Oh my god.
Is it bad enough I'm on my phone right now?
Oh.
Yo, not gonna lie, your phone quality is better than my webcam.
Oh shit. Yeah, so
Alright,
I
11
guess
plus.
yeah, so I guess I guess one thing that we usually like to ask about our guests from now on is like, yo, what do you think about our tier list, yo? What do you think of our placement of you?
Oh man, honestly, like, I can't really talk shit, man. Like, A's still up there. You know what I mean? Like, I can't.
Yo,
even
yo,
put it
welcome to the
myself.
A club, bro. Don't
Yeah,
worry,
you know,
your
like-
minus is fucking
yeah.
James, bro.
Oh yeah.
Another
You
reason
put-
why this guy should be kicked
Your
out of
own
this
boys
call.
put you at A. Okay. Not biased at all.
Nah,
Hey,
bro.
man.
Yo.
All right, so if we got all your boys, where do you think they would put you?
They would put me at fucking SS plus, my guy.
That's how you know they're full of
Oh,
shit.
You be extra
That's how you know
D.
they're full of
Okay.
shit, bro.
You be D
Put you
extra.
an S plus.
You be at you guys are at
Oh,
fucking D because you didn't even know the background of that picture I had in that video.
I
You guys are-
knew.
yo, what is that? Like, what's that building behind you? So already the tier list is stupid.
Man. No, I think that tier list is fair, honestly. I still think also there's still, like you guys were saying, you guys know a lot of people.
Yeah,
Like,
so
there's-
we're
there's
definitely
definitely-
we barely know anyone in the Calgary scene. So I guess
Yeah.
later on we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
let's talk about you, Sai. So we're gonna go to what James asked, yo. So how did you first get into breaking, or like when did you start? Like what year?
Yeah.
So I started in 08. Like
Oh,
the
same.
summer of 08. But actually, like, I could always do windmills. They weren't clean like when I was younger.
Mm.
So my dad, he was a dancer as well in
Oh,
the
shit.
Philippines when he was a teenager. He had his own crew and everything. And
What
like I remember when I was young, like he used to do head spins at parties and shit, and like windmills.
the fuck?
And he could backflip. So
Hmm.
at a very young age, I could always like I just imitated him, and he would like help me out here and there. Um, and yeah, but I never knew what breaking was. Like I just knew like, yo, I can do this sick spinning trick, like
Oh,
you know,
trick,
and
like
I
a
did,
party
and
trick, like doing
yeah,
windmills.
exactly,
That's when you get girls and shit
right?
in high school.
Um,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it wasn't until like 2008, summer 2008. I remember I was hanging out with this guy that I literally just met this guy. And I invited him over to sleep over at my house. And he was older than me. His name's Aaron Lumapas. Shout out Aaron Lumapas, man, because this guy got. I mean, like he was a big dude too. Like he was pretty heavy set. But
Sounds
dude,
legit.
like honestly, like I remember because another one of my homies was with us and we were gonna walk him home. So when we stepped out of my house, he went under this street light that was just right outside my house. And this big guy, like I swear, like he was a big dude, and I was like so surprised when he did this. Like he just whipped out one of the cleanest inverts I've ever seen in my life. Like
Off the street?
and he was like he could like really get deep,
Oh, this
and
guy
he
was
a-
fucking like deep sea
Yeah.
diving.
yeah, like, and he was a big guy, and I was like,
Oh, shit.
dang. I was like, yo, what is that?
Damn.
And he's like, oh, dude, like, I'm a b-boy, like, I break dance, or well, he
Oh.
didn't say I break dance. He like said I break, like he does.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said.
You can say breakdancing now. I
Yeah,
think that
yeah,
word's,
you know,
the
like,
word's okay now.
no way, no way.
Break
But anyway,
Dance.
yeah, and then like after we walked my buddy home, like we went back to my house, and he showed me clips of local dancers in Calgary. So they showed me Juicebox, like the top cats in Juicebox, the top guys in Floor Rookies. Like that was like the first time I ever saw a clip of Gomo, and I remember,
Oh,
holy
really?
crap, I remember just being like my mind like exploded. I was like, this is crazy, right? Like, because I've only ever seen that kind of movement as well in like You Got Served, right? Like I didn't think that it was like a thing, or like you could like people in my city were doing it even, right?
Mm.
Fucking
So-
crazy. That means Gomo's been dancing for a hot minute.
Yeah, how long's he
Gomo's
been
been
dead?
around.
So
Gomo's
Gomo-
been,
is
Gomo's
Gomo
been
like an
around a long
OG?
time. Gomo is
Yeah.
my OG. Gomo was one of my
Oh
favorite dudes.
shit.
Yeah, like yeah, so like after that, like I after seeing that clip of Goma, I was like, yo, I can do those windmill things that he's doing in those videos. And homeboy was like, shut up, no you can't, like, yo, what the fuck? So then I was like, okay, let's go to my basement. So we go to my basement, and like we
Take it to the
Oh
fucking-
basement.
shit.
yeah, man, I moved my fucking
Yo,
table and coffee
is
table.
it this very basement that you're in right
No,
now?
no, it's actually it's in a different house. But like I've moved 3 times in my life, but in the same neighborhood. Like,
What the fuck? Yo, dude, if you're gonna move 3 times, at least move once to Toronto or some shit. God damn.
Yo, we're moving over there, B.
it is what it is, but yeah, like I remember showing it to him, and I remember him telling me too that he's like, yo, you are doing windmills, but those are really not clean. And
Damn.
then
Yo,
since
Gomo,
then,
eh?
like, yo, like again, and I just met this guy, right? But then I didn't even know his rep in the scene.
Mhm.
Like I can't talk bad about this person at all, because this guy's the guy that brought me onto it. Like I wouldn't be where I am if he didn't show me all these videos and stuff, So like huge shout out to him. He doesn't break anymore. He's like a photographer now. But he's like a really dope photographer, like super
Nice,
super dope.
nice.
True.
Yeah, man. And but yeah, like because he was a heavy set guy, like he got made fun of a lot. And
Bro, what do you mean? Yo, why you hating on sets,
know,
dog?
no, man,
That's
no,
my
but then,
shit,
like,
dog.
No,
No,
you
but
mean
then,
these
like-
these chubbier mans. He's in my crew. He's in the big
Yeah,
body
man.
crew.
You hit heavy
no, but
set,
he,
so
but
he's a
again,
big
he's
guy,
dope,
Eric.
bro. Like,
Yeah, not have you sense like breaking. He writes it all down.
Oh,
Eric, you're a goof.
you heard
Yeah,
sets? I'm like, yo, sets? Yeah, that's my shit, dog.
dude, it's all good. It's all good. No, but he could air chair. He could roll back air chair. Like he had
Oh,
really nice
shit.
Yo,
pop
and he
off.
was a bigger guy.
Like, yeah, he's a big.
Yo, what the
dude,
fuck,
yeah.
James? Where the fuck are your air chairs and inverts? B?
We're in the crew. We have different people that could do different things. He's the air chair guy.
Yeah,
I'm the other guy.
yeah.
I'm the podcast guy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but yeah, and then ever since that night, like yo, he literally lived at my house for that whole
Nice.
summer.
Damn.
Sick, sick.
And all we did was practice breaking. Like he would stay at my house from Monday to Friday. He would go home the weekend, come back, and then like
True.
we would just break. And because also at this during this time, like my mom never let me out. Like I was only allowed to have friends over, right? So like
Yeah.
so like she was cool with this guy at our place to a certain extent, you know, like so like at
How long is that gonna be here, yo?
yeah, exactly. You know,
He's my
it
new
was
son.
yeah, it was
My new
definitely
son.
like for the whole summer before school started. And like yo, we
Damn.
used to practice like literally like 9 hours. Like
What
he
the
would teach
fuck?
me things and like
This guy have a job?
not well, like we were like
Hey, how
he
old are
was-
you guys?
dude, I was like 12 or 14, 13.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
like
okay.
yeah. Like I was like 13. And he was, I think maybe 15.
Mm,
Yeah, he was like he wasn't too much older than me.
true, true,
But
true.
yeah, but he like yeah, like he taught me a lot of like he taught me six steps, CCs, kickouts, like a lot of top rock stuff. Um and yeah, like a lot of the early things that I put together was because of him.
Yeah.
True.
So yeah, man. And
So you've been in the scene for like what, 12 years now ish? 11, 12?
yep,
Yeah.
11, 12, man.
True.
But
you
yeah,
see-
but
how many-
I wouldn't say I was like actually in the scene. Like
Mhm.
I was dancing, but like I didn't actually experience the scene yet.
Yeah.
So as like when school started and like he wasn't at my house that often, like I still kept up with training hard as fuck. Like as
Mhm.
soon as I came home after school, like dude, like as I
That's-
remember like that first week of school, I was like, yo, I spent the whole summer learning how to break. And everybody
Right,
was
that
just like,
with
you know,
Hank.
like yeah, and like
Yeah,
I
so
was like,
so in high school, were you known as the breakdance kid?
yeah, me and a couple
Bro, that was
of
me. That was me
yeah, man.
and Bobby. Yo, we were known as the
Yeah.
breakdance kid, bro.
Yeah,
Not
dude.
Bobby. The fuck you mean?
Well, actually, no. Bobby was not known as the breakdance kid once he had this crazy girlfriend. Yo, after that, it was a done deal for his breaking career.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
say word.
Oh yeah, so Siah, so how'd you get into your current crew right now, Juicebox crew?
Juicebox. So actually, and also I also remember I just remembered why it's called Juicebox is because you know how when you get like a pack of Juicebox and it's assorted flavors, that's like us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got the assorted
Okay,
flavors.
okay.
You know?
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That went from like, yo, we want a JBC to assorted flavors all of a sudden.
Okay.
All about food.
But anyway, check this out. So the story between I actually used to have beef with Juicebox, or like they used to have beef with me.
Yeah.
But it's actually for valid reasons. Like
Oh, valid.
yeah, dude, when I was in junior high, there was like this thing in my school called like Dance Works, and it was like an after school dance team or whatever.
Mhm.
And like we would like practice for like 3 months and then go perform it, you know.
Yeah.
And so and that was like the year that I just got into breaking, and I was like I just like learned all this shit. And so they were like the teachers were like, yo, we want you to choreograph some breaking,
Oh,
right?
wow.
And I've never done this before. I was like, yo,
Wow.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. And like again, like my biggest inspirations when I first started, because those were the clips that were the clips that were shown to me on that night. So
Mhm.
all the Juicebox clips, all the Floor Rookies clips, it was all local. Like literally, it was all local. Like I didn't even think to search up other b-boys until like I got deep.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
yeah. And so like I watched one of Juicebox's performance is heavy. Like they performed, so when Planet B-Boy released as a movie, they did like
Mhm.
they did an event here in Calgary. And they had a couple crews perform for the opening. So they were one of the crews, and I watched that clip heavy. Like it was like I like would watch it like 15 times, and then
Mhm.
I learned it. Like I watched it so much that I learned it,
And
right?
you bit it.
And
Yeah.
so that was
How it is,
that
bro.
was
That's how
the
it is when you're young,
routine.
dog.
That was the routine that I used in my dance works like
That's
thing.
funny.
Yeah,
It's
and
actually funny.
and we performed at like so a lot of juice boxes like spread out throughout the city, but a lot of them went to this one school called Father Lacombe,
Uh-huh.
and like that's where our performance was.
Oh my
And-
god.
Wow,
Went
so
to
you
the belly of the
that's
beast
so
and just
funny.
for
Like,
the
yo,
ground.
but here's the thing. So actually, also, because homie never told me anything about biting yet. Like
Yeah.
we didn't get that far, right? We didn't get that far.
You didn't get to that
I-
lesson yet.
Yeah, we didn't get to that lesson yet because obviously, probably because I didn't even make that mistake yet. But then I made that mistake, right?
True.
But dude, like I remember walking into that gymnasium and I saw them all in the bleachers, and I was just like,
Yo, are they throwing Juicebox at you from the bleachers?
no,
Yeah.
no. But they were just like, there. Like I don't even know if they even knew who I was at the time, right?
Mhm.
Like because like I've never went out to sessions yet. I've never danced with any other breakers. I was just practicing by myself and homies that would come
Mhm.
over to my house, and my other friends that would come and practice with me as well. My neighborhood friends.
True.
But they didn't stay in long. Like they didn't like it as much as I did. But like it's all good. Like they support me.
No, they're wrong for that.
Yeah, whatever, man. But anyways, yeah. So I remember when I did this performance, yo, right when my like group of breakers were coming on,
Yeah.
as I was running on stage, I pointed at them.
Oh, you're like, you.
Like I
You calling
pointed
them
at
out.
them. I was like, yo, but my intention was like, this is my tribute to you guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, okay.
But I had no idea. But then I think they took it as like, is he calling us out? Is he calling us out?
And then you
And
straight
then,
up do the whole.
Yo, we do the whole routine. I did it, but to be fair, also like I didn't like I did copy most of the steps, but also there were so many things that I couldn't do yet that
Mhm.
or like didn't understand, so I guessed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
And,
an
like,
improvised
and I-
version of the original.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Did you think
but-
that like oh man, they're gonna love seeing this?
bro? Yeah, I
Yo, you're
thought
so
that.
innocent, bro.
That's
Holy shit.
literally that's literally what I thought, bro. When I got home, my Facebook inbox blew up. Like, bro, it was not every single one of their members. It was like two of their members like dissing me, like yo, you're a fucking biter, and like, bro, like I was like this. I was like, what the fuck did I just do? I was like, I didn't know. Like,
Yo.
fuck. Right? And like I almost quit. Like I almost quit
Oh,
that.
no.
Oh
night.
shit.
I almost quit.
You
And
hear
like,
that
they were,
Juicebox
like,
crew in the chat right now?
Yo,
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 you
yo,
they
the
know
fucking
this. They
meme,
know
bro.
this. They know this, man. They know this. Yo, but then like but then their homie or one of the guys messages me, and then he goes, I think it was our homeboy Ali. He messages me and he goes, yo man, the only way this is gonna be solved is if you and your crew.
yo,
I didn't really even have a crew. Like my friends that were dancing with me or practicing with me, like they did do some things, they learned some things, but they weren't down to battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just wasn't their thing, I think, or
Mm.
I can't really speak. For them, right? So I was just like, damn, like who am I gonna ask to come with me to go battle these guys? You know, like because I did have a crew. Like my neighborhood friends and we did have a crew, but like it's just your
Yo,
neighborhood.
you guys are stepping up to the big leagues, yo, versing
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
one
like,
of the best crew in my town.
oh my god, like we had no idea. So then I literally like searched for people.
Yeah.
Yo, Justin
there was-
asked.
so-
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yo,
What?
Justin, your boy Justin asked. Yo, ask him about the song.
Yo, it was
What was
Itch and
there?
Scratch.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Itch and Scratch. Rufus Thomas. Itch and
Dun,
Scratch. Yeah,
dun,
yeah,
dun, dun,
that
dun.
one. Yeah,
Oh.
and it was
Ah.
their Planet Bboy performance for that. But
That's
anyway,
funny.
yeah, fuck, what was that again?
Search for people.
Yeah. So I was like searching for people, and so I asked obviously homeboy that was helping me learn. He came down with me, and then I knew of this kid who's also in Juicebox. His name's JT, and I knew of him because like he would post videos on Facebook and stuff, and he was my rival at the time. So like we
Okay.
never met each other even really. Like we saw each other one time at a party. He didn't break, but I did, and like but I knew that he was a b-boy. And he would post clips, and then like we would call each other out online and shit, like, "Yo, JT, like, yo, these headphones is for you." Then he would like reply, "Yo, my headphones are better than yours." Like it was like that, right? So I asked him and his crew if they wanted to come. So him and actually our other homeboy, Elijah, who doesn't break anymore, but he's brothers with one of my other crew members in Juicebox, Zach. So he's still like family. He's still affiliated. All that stuff. He's in the scene. And I think that was it. It was me, Aaron, JT, Elijah. It was just the four of us. So
Okay.
yeah, so we roll up, and oh man, like my crew name at the time too was like, yo, this is how you know that I looked up to Juicebox, because like my crew is called Fruits Basket. Like,
Oh shit!
come on,
Yo.
Fruit basket
Oh.
versus
yo,
juice.
yeah,
Oh
right.
my
Like,
god.
Yeah, they're
Yo,
gonna
shout
grind
out
out.
to
They're gonna
Loon,
grind out
Like-
those fruits into juices, yo.
yeah, right. So like, whatever. Like, okay. we pull up to this spot called the Eau Claire YMCA. And this spot was legendary too. Like, it's closed down now, but like it's where everybody used to practice. Like a lot of OGs got down there. And like, so we roll up, and I guess word got out because there were so many people there, like so many floor rookies, so
Oh
many.
shit.
What the fuck? So it was
it
like
was
all
just
the
like,
legit crews.
Oh
yo.
my goodness! Like I just remember being like, oh fuck, man! Like, yo, there's footage, there's also footage on YouTube too, but like you guys gotta find that shit on your own, because I'm not.
I just looked it up and I found the Planet
Oh,
Bboy thing.
fuck. Okay,
I didn't
well,
find yours yet. I didn't
okay,
find that.
okay, but anyway, like, yo, man, my hair is disgusting. And like, I look like freaking Coconut Head from Ned's Declassified. Like,
Yo, that's my
like
fucking
all
boy.
blue, like,
dog.
yo, bro, I do like this ugly move where like, oh man, I can't even explain it, bro. Like, it's disgusting. Like, you can tell like I just started. Like, you could just like,
Yeah?
you know. Um,
Oh, I found it.
Okay, well, we'll watch it later.
yeah.
Yeah,
Watch it later.
that'll be
Yo.
on our Let's Watch on Friday.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, but
That's
anyway,
sick.
like, yeah, so then we went up against four of their members. So it was the guy that was dissing me, his name's Amos, and this guy was scary as fuck at the time. Like, nowadays, like, he's like one of the nicest guys I know. But oh man, like, he had, like, man, he needed to know at that time he needed to learn that it's just breaking, bro. Like, you know, like, I think everybody could agree, and I bet he could agree as well, man, because if once you watch that footage, you can tell, like, oh, yo, why is this guy so mad? Like, oh shit, you know. But it was him, Zach, this girl named Eunice, and who else? Frick,
Mhm.
I think it was Ali. It was this guy named Ali. Yeah. So actually, Ali, this guy Ali too, he had beef with that guy that taught me. So the guy that taught me actually fell on top of Ali. I'm doing, like, he like tried to do
Your
an
B-boy
aerial
fails.
and then fell on top of him.
B-boy
And I think
fails.
that's where like a lot of like where a lot of the making fun of came from. But like, again, like, that's just like what happened. You know?
True.
I'm just
But yeah.
watching right now. I'm just watching like a little bit of it right now, and this guy actually, who pulled out the juice box in the middle of their set? That was you? Oh my god,
Bro, okay,
You
so
actually
yeah,
smoked
yeah,
them.
yeah.
you
Yo,
actually
so,
smoked
like,
them.
Yo, because I was like, yo, this is the juice box. I put it in the shop, but then I didn't even realize that like it was already a diss. Like they battled a crew prior to, like, maybe a year before this, and
Yeah.
that crew did the same thing, and I didn't realize that.
Oh, you bit the burn
Oh.
too?
I know, like, I didn't even know. I didn't even know, bro. Okay, but yeah, that happened. That battle happened, and we got smoked. Whatever. And then like, I was scared to ever see them again, right?
Yeah.
So and then actually I got close to them. I remember I went to one session with them, and then after that one session they asked me if I wanted to join the crew.
Oh wow. Oh shit.
Yeah. And then I said, but then I respectfully said no, because
Oh.
I started
own crew.
another crew. I had my own crew. I started another crew at the time, and this is like, I think 2 years later after that whole incident.
Mhm.
After that whole biting incident, now I have 2 years of experience. I know not to bite, whatever. Like, you know, like, yeah. So I have my own crew now. My crew called Music Crew.
Music crew.
Yeah, MUSICK. So it was
Music.
actually,
Oh, okay.
yeah, music. So it was like two crews put together. It was like Musical Souls and like Two Sick Crew. It was like two different junior highs going
That's good, that's
together.
good.
Yo,
you know what I
quickly, who's in music crew at that time or right now?
at that time, I mean, like, there's some of them still break here and there, but they're not like, you know, too serious about it. But I got my partner in crime. He's my best friend. Like, I still consider him my best friend. His name's Vin Bboy King Vin, or Ching C.
Ching
C.
C?
Yeah,
Like a
Ching
chink?
C. Yeah, like, yeah, like,
this?
but Ching Ching Si. It's supposed to be Ching Chong. That was his name.
Oh Lord, you
Even
trying
better,
to-
yo. Even better.
But he's also a funny guy, man. You ever meet him, like you understand like why he said that.
Yo, you can already tell that he'd be a good member of Holding Up,
Yeah.
bro.
Hey,
already
man,
sounds-
he was dope, man. Like
That's fucking
yo,
hilarious.
he and even now, like whenever sometimes when I see him, sometimes like he'll like up rock battle me and like or like just like start top rocking and oh my god, like he's so fresh, man. Like you guys don't even know, like he's fresh.
Sick.
True,
He's
true,
fresh.
true.
And then another guy named Jimmy, and Brandon. So these guys were our like we were like the three main members, and we had like 20 other members that like
Holy
we had like
moly.
well it's because like it was like two junior highs coming together. It was like all the kids that braked in this one junior high and all the kids that braked in my junior high.
That's sick.
And then we would like meet kids at like because this at this time now I like started rebelling against my mom. I was like, yo, fuck, I'm gonna go practice at the leisure center. Like I that's where I want to go. That's where I want to practice. I gotta be around other b-boys to get better, mom. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
and so yeah, so like we would meet and that's how I met him. That's how I met Vin. And all that stuff. Like I actually met Vin because he called me out like online too, and like
Oh shit.
and we battled at the mall.
Yeah, that's how it
And then-
goes.
And after that, we became friends, and it was like it's you know like
Oh my
we
God,
started-
meet me in front of Foot
yeah.
Locker, bitch.
All right, yo.
Yeah,
So we got 10 minutes left on the Zoom call. So we're gonna jump straight into one of the most curious things, yo. So how did
Yeah,
you join Wizardz Crew, and what the fuck happened to Wizardz Crew, yo?
Oh,
So we got 10 minutes to do this shit right now, baby. Let's go.
oh man.
So how did
Okay,
you join?
so,
How did you join Wizardz Crew? How did you meet
Uh,
Samson and Phil and the other guy that we were talking about before?
Dylan.
Dylan.
okay, so I met the Wizards in Orlando at Outbreak.
Orlando.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
At the Outbreak that Flayu and Vicious won. So I went down with another one of my mentors, A plus. I went
Oh yeah,
down,
yeah, A plus. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
so he asked me to come down with him and compete with him at Outbreak. And I was like, fuck, okay,
Mhm.
let's do it.
That's sick.
So
Mhm.
and we actually because the week after that was break free, so we had planned to go to both. And so we get there, and Gomo was there, and Reflex was there. I don't know if you guys know who Reflex is. He's another Calgary legend.
familiar.
I think I've heard of Reflex.
yeah,
Yeah.
Reflex, Almighty Crew.
Yeah, I heard of Almighty Crew for sure.
Yeah.
Sons always tells me about him.
Yeah. And so we all like met up at the hotel or at the resort, and we were walking by the pool, and then we spot Philip and Samson just like chilling by the pool, and then they call over Reflex because Reflex at the time, he was back and forth from Calgary and Vancouver. Like he lived in Vancouver for a long time, then he moved back to Calgary, and then like he introduced me to them actually, and he was like, yo, Siah, you and Phil, you guys would be a good battle. And I remember being like, man, fuck that, like, right? And then
Marry this
and-
guy.
yeah, and then like I haven't even seen them break yet. And
Oh,
then,
really? You didn't even know who they were.
no, so
Oh, sick.
yeah, and then we get to Outbreak, we get to jam, the ciphers start, and we're all together. We were chilling after that. After they introduced us, like we chilled, we bonded instantly. And
Mhm.
like I met, and then we also met Dylan because he came a little bit later. But yeah, like I found out about their crew, and then the ciphers happened, and like I saw them all get down, and I was like, yo, fuck. I was like, what? The I was like,
What year was it?
okay. Oh fuck. What year was that Outbreak, man? I can't even remember. I think it was like 2016 or
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was like,
Or-
yeah, something like that. 15, 16.
2015.
That's the one
or no,
Ness was judging, right?
Actually, no, because Red Bull
2013?
is 2016. So yes, 2013.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
2013. Yeah. So yeah, and then we chilled, we saw them break, they saw me break. And then we found out that they were also going to break free, but they didn't have a place to stay. So A plus and I were like, yo, you can stay in our hotel. We got 2 beds, but it's only, you know, but we, you know, like let's just
But you guys got to stay on the floor, though. So too bad.
So that was cool. Like, so they stayed with us then, and then after that, like it was just like they just messaged me here and there. Like they came to a jam in Calgary, and then after that jam, they just asked me if I wanted to be down in the crew. Like I hosted them, showed them a good time. Like man, maybe a little bit too good of a time. Like that's where like yo, bro, like it was great.
Ew.
It was a good time. it was like good memories for sure, man. And yeah, they just like randomly messaged me and was like, "Yo, you want to be down in Wizardz?" And I was like,
Damn.
That's sick.
"Hell yeah, man!" But like, I never expected like what it would have, what we would do
Yeah.
or what they would do, right? Like,
Mhm.
it's great.
Well, no, what y'all would do, yo? What y'all?
Yeah, but yeah, man. So I feel super blessed to be a part of their crew and that, all that stuff. Even though I guess right now it's not really a crew,
Oh, it's just
Um,
Hey, so what's going on with that now?
what happened?
I can't really speak on,
Yeah,
on behalf of like,
just speak like
yeah,
what you
Yeah,
know,
what
what
you
your
say.
thoughts.
I feel like I can't really speak on behalf of Phil and Sam, but like I think all it is like when Dylan stopped breaking and stopped communicating with us, he kind of just like cut out a lot of people. He was going through a lot of things, and
Mm.
like, and I guess like the way I saw it in my eyes, like Dylan was like the glue because Phil and Sam they like butt heads a lot,
Mhm.
like you know, and like not that like because they can be friendly with each other, but then like they argue a lot. But
Mhm.
that's just who they are. That's their relationship actually. Like it's actually interesting to see them debate sometimes because like sometimes they actually figure things out, So
Yeah.
it's like so it's kind of cool. But like strictly like they're I feel I can't really speak on it, but like from what I see, like I feel like their relationship is strictly practice and if they want to battle with each other.
Oh, so,
Oh, wow.
okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see, I see.
And then but then when I'm around, it's different. When I'm
Mm.
around, we chill all together, we have a good time, and yeah, it is what it is. Shout out to Dylan though, because like he's doing his thing, he's making his money, he finished school and like proud of him. Like super thankful for everything that
Mhm.
he did for us, like for sure.
Mhm.
So like
Shout
Respect
out
to
to
Dylan.
yeah, man, shout out
Thanks,
Dylan,
Dylan.
bro.
Thanks,
You son of a
Dylan.
bitch.
Hey, put some respect on Dylan's
so,
name.
so,
man.
so, 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 I guess just 'cause- so is Wizard still a thing or is it like done now?
Yo, man, I personally, I'm gonna always say it's a thing. I'm gonna always
Mhm.
say I'm Wizards, man. Like whatever, I'm
True.
Wizards, right? And I'm pretty sure, like, if I ever ask Phil or Sam to compete with me at a jam, we'll sign up as Wizards.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So, and it is, and I'm pretty sure Sam still considers us Wizards, So like,
Mhm.
it is what it is, and like, and I know Phil, he's like doing his thing, hella proud of him, and like, he needs to go do his thing, like, and I know he still reps Wizards deep down in his heart. It's in his name.
He not
So
only does he,
still
yeah, 'cause I was about to say, yo, he took,
it's,
took
it's
the
in
name
his
too
name.
with him.
Yeah, it's in his name. So like, it is what it is. That's how I feel like he represents us nowadays.
Ah,
is,
okay.
So and that's dope. And I'm like super happy to see where he's been, what he's accomplished, and like it fuels me too. Like
Yeah, yeah,
that,
I'd imagine that because if you have someone that's killing it in internationally, it makes you want to fucking kill it internationally.
yeah,
Like,
man.
I'm gonna
Yo,
fucking
like
get there too.
like right now, my biggest
I am
inspiration
there like
is
that.
probably Phil for sure. Like my
Mm.
biggest inspiration is probably Phil right now. Like I'm even on his Patreon. Like I don't really do the things on his Patreon, but like I support the guy, So like
Yeah.
True, true,
yeah.
true. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense,
man.
yo. Damn. So
True.
right now, I guess we have 2.5 minutes. So right now, who's your main battle partners that you battle with? Well, like what crew do you rep the most right now?
Juicebox. I
Box
like
baby.
honestly Juicebox. They're my fam, man. Like they're my brothers. I think that was like the only difference is like I do consider Sam and Phil my brothers too, man. But like I don't think Phil and Sam consider each other brothers, right? So like, I
Yeah.
don't think it's like a thing. Like I don't think they really experienced like that kind of crew. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure. I'm pretty sure Wizards was a super crew. Like
Ah, okay,
there's
okay.
there's more history in that. Like it used to be called Cookie Crisp Wizards, actually. Yeah, like all these food names, right? It's crazy.
You
But
just love food, my guy.
I don't know. but-
James, yo, you should make a crew called Popeyes and Biscuits or some shit.
Yo,
Yo.
I'll make it. Yo, fuck. I'm getting fat as
Yeah,
shit just
bro.
thinking about your crew, bro.
Man. But yeah, like nah, man. I still rep them, and like I know like deep down they still rep too. So we got
True.
history.
So it's just the 4 members, like, or
Yeah.
was there? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Juicebox, and then I have another crew here in Calgary called Team Mayhem. So Juicebox, and like we didn't really teach them, but like we hang out them. They're fam with us too. But these kids called Street Kids. If you guys haven't heard of them yet,
The sick name.
yeah, they're the Street Kids. So
This is
they're
street-
dope, man. They're literally they're a bunch of white kids, and they're dope. They can all dance, bro.
What's up?
They are.
What's up, my
fresh.
boys?
Yeah,
Let's
dude.
do it.
Yeah, usually Asians are more technical. White people and black people, yo, bro, they're the dancers, dog.
But how old are they?
racial.
How old? You gotta watch
Oh,
out.
One minute,
they're-
one minute
they're-
left. 1 minute left.
Oh, sorry. Okay. They were. They used to be young. They're all over 18 now, but like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
They're still young, but like they don't really. Some of them get down, but a lot of them also are just like chilling or doing other things now. But it's cool. It is what it is.
All right, baby.
Right.
This will be part 1 of this. So we're gonna talk about the Calgary scene next with a fellow expert in the Calgary scene, yo. So we'll be back from this break.
So Siah. So now we're back. We back. So about that question before we got kicked off for the fucking 45 minutes. You said that crew is all white boys. Do any of them have white boy syndrome? Because you gotta watch out for that.
No.
You know about white boy
Yo,
syndrome.
explain,
You know what,
explain,
though?
explain
Yes.
white boy syndrome to the audience.
Yo, I'm a teacher too, man. I see it all the time in my students. Yo, come on. Like,
This guy actually knows.
James,
There's
expert.
actually-
James, explain
Yo,
what
you
white
don't
boy
know,
syndrome is.
White boy syndrome is you're breaking, you're in your teens, like 17 or in high school or whatever, and all of a sudden you just start partying and doing drugs and you quit breaking. That's what white boy syndrome is. So like all of my fucking like at least 3 people I know in my crew, the one white boy that was in my crew, he got white boy syndrome. 2 people that used to practice at Pickering, they got white boy syndrome. Like they just start doing drugs and they just never see them again.
This is how it is,
Okay,
man.
no,
This is
but
how
I
it
mean,
is.
okay. Shout out to my boys, Tony Rock and Jackson. Boys, yo, you guys,
Boys
man,
till the
you guys,
end.
you guys got to start putting down the beers and start practicing again,
Yeah,
boys.
this is
That's
just-
all I'm
I'm
saying, yo.
slowly
That's all I'm
becoming white boy syndrome right now.
No, man.
Come on, dog.
Yo, but no, man. Like actually, so it's like there's 4 members of that crew.
Yeah.
And they just added a 5th member, a younger brother of one of the other guys.
Nice,
in the crew. So 2 of them, like, still dope, even when they get down. But they don't practice as much or whatever. And like they're still fresh though. But then and then the other 2 guys, so the brothers, and this other kid named Sebastian. So Ryan, Eli, and Sebastian, like they work hard. Those guys work hard. Like
Sick.
Eli, I would say like Eli's like one of my prodigies, man. Like he's dope. But I would say like right now they're more focused on learning hip hop dance, because actually we have like a one of the OG hip hop dancers lives here in Calgary now and he teaches at my studio. So like they're really heavy on that. So like good on them, and their dancing is getting crazy. So like
Nice.
yeah, so they work hard and they're all fit. Like the 3 of those guys, they're fit. And then the
Six-pack
other
shit,
2,
yo.
yeah, like they're hella fit. And then the other 2, it's like shit, man, you gotta put down the beer sometimes. bro.
Speaking
But it's all good. Like I love those guys. They're my fam, So
Yeah.
um,
Speaking of that, I might as well start asking about the B-boy scene in Calgary. I'll be honest, when I started breaking, I had no idea.
All right,
I heard about
yo,
like,
right now, the host, name all the Calgary crews that you know right now. So right now, I know Dangerous Goods.
what? That's Winnipeg, bro.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, fuck. I'll just say Alberta, all of Alberta.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Alberta, yeah. So I know
I-
Dangerous Goods. I know obviously Juicebox.
Floor
Which-
Wookies.
Floor Wookies, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Which
Isn't
city
there,
was
isn't there a
it?
crew with convicts or something? Like, it's not because I
Floor
see-
convicts.
So it's just floor. Okay, I was
Floor-
wondering if that was a hybrid of Floor Wookies and
Yeah.
some convict.
No. So okay.
They went to jail on the floor. Like I just see literal.
Oh my god, yo, Justin corrected me, but Winnipeg is in Manitoba. I'm retarded, bro.
Oh,
Yo,
yo,
I ain't
Dangerous
I ain't
Goods is
Canadian, bro.
Winnipeg, Manitoba, bro. That's what I said. I was like, yo, that's Winnipeg.
Yeah, it's Calgary
Oh,
and Edmonton.
bro. I'm retarded. I don't know my Canadian. Yo, look at me, bro. Do I look like I know my Canadian?
Yeah. Toronto people, we deserve the hate that we get, bro. We don't know anything.
We
about the
were
rest
like
of
the
Canada.
Americans, but in Canada.
No, it's
Canada,
funny
yo.
though, because like we know so much about you guys. That's the crazy thing, right?
Yeah,
Like,
we know nothing, bro.
oh man, do your research. Just kidding.
It's
But
just
no, okay,
geography.
so I guess like I'll name off some like active crews.
Yeah.
I'll include Edmonton too. Like because like
Mhm.
Alberta. I feel like Alberta scene like where Edmonton comes down all the time.
Mhm.
I feel like Calgary barely goes up to Edmonton, which I feel.
Because Edmonton is, I don't know.
So
I heard
I guess name like in your opinion the top 5 crews in all of Alberta.
Oh man. Okay, well. You got
Juicebox.
You got Juicebox. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So all you need to know.
One baby.
Then
got
we
fruit-
got
Fruit Basket.
Nah, man, no. We got next of kin, so Kelton and Gomo's crew.
Okay.
Yeah, so NOK is what they go by, next of kin. Then we got Break Avengers out in Edmonton.
Oh yeah, because I was asked.
Break
Dolby,
Avengers.
Dolby, is that his name?
Dude, Dobie, that's
Yeah,
my.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that guy's
I
dope. That-
remember our crewmate Mike battled him in an exhibition battle.
Mhm.
I remember that's how I knew of like a breaker.
Mhm. Yo, I wish.
Break Avengers.
I don't know. I don't even think Dobie's dancing anymore.
Oh really?
Mm.
No.
He's-
Wow.
White boy syndrome.
Nah, he's
no, I
injured,
think he's
yo.
trying to make money, man. That
Oh.
and that too. Yeah, I remember he was injured a lot, like his wrists and all that stuff.
True.
Yeah. So Break Avengers. Oh man, Top Rock Conspiracy.
I don't know that crew.
Dude, yo, that's the crazy thing, because like active crews right now, there's not that many. Grim Reminder, People's Militia, like
People's
Uh,
militia.
um
Damn, yo, they're gonna get.
what crew is A plus and his?
oh floor convicts. Yeah, that's
Oh,
another
that's
one.
floor convicts. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
That's
yeah,
jokes.
yeah.
Damn, yo.
Yeah, and then like you got all these other crews that like they'll show up sometimes, you know, like Original Roots.
Oh yeah, Original Roots. I think that was the crew that I
No.
remember.
Yeah, there are OGs though, like they're
Mm.
like one of the first. Yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
I've learned. I actually learned from quite a few of those guys too. So
True.
I had no idea that there was original. Was it original roots? I had no idea that they were a crew.
Isn't that the
'cause-
crew? Isn't that the crew?
ORC.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I would have not had a name if I wouldn't have chose this crew's name. If I knew.
What crew is Bob? Shoot.
Boob Jester.
Yeah,
Boob
Jester. I
Jester.
remember it was Boob
Isn't he
Jester.
roots?
No. Boob Jester is Dangerous Goods. So Boob Jester is from
Shoot, there's
Winnipeg.
another guy. I remember
Oh,
his name. I'm
Beth. Something monks. Funky.
Funky
Yeah,
Monk.
is it?
Funky Monks. So you know Jeff? I think Jeff is or Jeff Bang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so,
yeah,
Bang,
yeah.
right? So
Mhm.
he's originally Funky Monks too. I think he's originally from Alberta as well.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
hearing that. I think.
Yeah. So Funky Monks though is like that's not a thing. I don't think.
And what about J Bugs? I heard J Bugs was from Calgary originally.
J-Bugs
too.
is also Funky Monks. He was also
Ah,
Monks, and he's also I think he was Almighty. I'm not sure.
Mm.
So the crazy thing is like in Calgary, there are I think like seasons, man. Like it's like people like here in Calgary, like yeah, I would like there's a lot of the people in the top four is the same, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's a surprise. Like
Hmm.
because sometimes people will like just like randomly
Level up.
activate practice, you know, like and then they come out and even I'm like, yo, what? Okay, damn. You know, so like I can't
Yeah.
like even though like my crew, Street Kids, NOK, like even though like we're always usually in the top four, like
Mhm.
even within us four of like our crews, like we like it's always different. Like sometimes it's Street Kids versus Juicebox in the finals. Sometimes it's NOK versus Street Kids, or like it's always mixed, right? So
Mhm.
it's like it's kind of crazy.
I heard one story of because like it's like Calgary and Edmonton, and like Calgary is I heard they're better at breaking, whatever, than Edmonton.
is that where all the
the
bigger
levels higher in
breakers are?
Calgary.
I just think that there's just more interest. Actually, no. There's actually I feel like there's so much more new gens in Edmonton. Or
Oh,
maybe
yeah?
I'm just like me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
So
um,
I heard there's one person from Edmonton came down and finally won a gem in Calgary, and that person's a god there now. I heard this story. I can't remember who it was. I have no idea. I think Jeff told me. I think Sons told me this story. But
Oh,
like
really?
somebody came down from Edmonton and finally won in Calgary, and like all Edmonton's like going nuts. Like, oh, that motherfucker
Oh
won!
my god.
Yeah,
He did it! He
yeah,
did
it's
it!"
probably like it was probably Dobie. It was probably Dobie.
Probably because I remember Dolby
Yeah.
was pretty good.
Yeah, it was
That would make
probably
sense.
like when Dobie when he beat me in a final battle one time.
Yeah, that's probably it. Then.
Mm.
It's probably that. Yeah, because like yo, after that, like Dobie like shit, like this guy like improved like crazy, man. Like
That's crazy.
True.
yeah, man. But I think that's one cool thing too. Like even though like sometimes I lose to these cats, like it's like a big confidence booster for them,
Mhm.
right? So like that's dope, and it makes me want to work harder now too, right? So like
Yeah.
it's a constant like battle.
It's
for
like
the
a
top.
it's like an anime character kind of
Yeah.
trait. Yo, that's sick.
yeah.
So do you feel like Calgary has, or even like Alberta that have like their own style of breaking that compared to like
Yeah, so
BC or Toronto.
I
So, for
think-
example, yeah, a lot of people think of Toronto, think of threads and like flowy kind of
Right,
like kind of shit.
right,
But what
right.
for Calgary? Like,
See,
what would
so here's the thing, like all my career, I've been trying to figure that out myself, right?
Okay.
Because like I think what it is like we're inspired by not just each other and not just like the b-boys in Vancouver or in Toronto, because you can see all like sprinkles of each scene in a lot of dancers here in Calgary, and a lot of inspiration from BC or from Toronto, Winnipeg or whatnot, right? But I think what really makes us stand out is I think that we have really dope DJs, like, and the quality of music. Like, actually, these are words coming from Frostmouth. So somebody asked Frost, like, one day on his story, like, if you were to define Calgary style, what would it be? And I was like, oh shit, like, yo, this is what I've been waiting for, right?
Oh shit.
And I think he explained it pretty good. Like, he said it's like the quality, it comes from the quality of music that we hear. And I think that, and then I think about the DJs that play at our jams, maybe not so much now because it's a lot of newer kids DJing our jams right now, and like, you know, they're just getting into it, they're really hype on other things, but they're still learning, right? So like they're still digging. But shout outs to like DJ Seasick, who he doesn't even spin b-boy jams anymore, but I was lucky enough to like attend a lot of jams where he was spinning, and this guy like played deep funk cuts and like really crazy like breaks that like I only heard at the jam. And like and then like I would like I wouldn't even like know the song titles, because like, and I would want to practice to those songs like so bad, you know. And yeah, I think that's what it is. And like I think it's mostly in our musicality. I think, you know, I think it's mostly musicality. Besides J-Bugs, I think J-Bugs, I think J-Bugs is the only exception, because he's always break the same. Maybe he was like a little faster even in his older videos, but like his style stayed the same, and I think that's dope though. Like that's super sick. Even with Gomo, he's not super energetic when he breaks, but he's still musical.
Technical,
like you really,
like,
yeah, he's technically musical. Like Gomo is, a lot of the things that Gomo was doing is like goes past a lot of people's heads. Like it's crazy.
How'd you feel when you went to Toronto and you got the shittiest DJs?
Nah, man, like it is. I don't know. Like I
You
try.
don't have to sugarcoat it, bro.
Nah, man. Well, okay.
DJ Saturn.
No, Mr. Saturn.
Like in my opinion, like I agree with like a lot of people when they say like the new battle beats are like, it's just too much, man. It's just too much. It's like what I love about funk and what I love about breaks is the build-ups and like, the surprise, right? And like the change in like feeling within each section, right?
Yeah.
And like in the new breaks, it's like it's a
Same
same shit
Same
all the way through. And like I think it's okay to play, like I agree again when other people say it's okay to play sometimes, like when it's like, well, we know this is gonna be heated, let's keep it heated the whole time, right? But as personally, I can't just go off right away. I have to build up a feeling. I have to build up like some sort of groove, or like a feel, just a feeling before I get out there, right? So like sometimes like you can even see it, like even in when at Rock Harder, like you can see it, like I'm like trying to get into it, but I can't, because like I can't really like build a rhythm onto it. And then like when I battled Jason, like he was like, man, I don't know, like maybe Jason just practices to those beats, but maybe I know that he doesn't either. But like,
Yo, we're desensitized by shitty beats, yo.
yeah, because Jason's dope dancer all around too. But I was like, yo, I can totally look that fresh too. But why can't I? Why can't I do that right now? You know. But like, it is what it is, right? Like that's why I think music is so important.
Yeah,
Dance,
Music
man.
leads the dancer, baby.
It's a dance, bro, and like
that's what makes a dance a dance.
yeah, and as
Yeah,
dancers,
crazy
what
legs.
we're doing, really, what we are doing is we are emulating what the instruments would be doing if they could move. You know what I mean? Like if they could like freely move by themselves and like they weren't being played, like that's what they would be like. That's what, you know, we're like imitating that through our bodies. We're imitating
So
sounds.
real quick, what is your stance on the Mexican?
The Mexican? Dude, the Juicebox crew, we love that song. We have a whole routine.
That's
Like
my
if we,
fucking
Mexican
if we
voice,
is fucking
say,
sick,
yo, we
bro.
say, yo, let's do the Mexican. We do it right away.
Yo,
Like,
that's
it's
my
crazy.
fucking song right there, yo.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yo,
this
yo,
guy has to
it's-
switch beat. I know this guy fucking hates that song.
I watched the last
I just
podcast,
remembered.
bro. I
I just
saw that.
remembered, yo. We bowed to the Mexican once at Master Monkeys, and I fucking crashed because I tried to kill the beat. I just remembered like
Wait, you
there was ever a
did?
time. Yeah, we had the
Yo.
Mexican, and I fucking hit like one of the judges by accident, yo.
Oh
Yo,
my
I
bounce.
remember one
bounce
time
Yeah,
right away.
bounce.
I got the Mexican at Skillsometer. I can't remember which one. It was the one where they were like in a pool house. You guys remember that one?
Who won that year? Who won that year?
Frankie.
Oh,
Oh,
20
that was-
it's probably 2016 or 2017, I think.
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah.
that the last one? Yeah.
No,
I
last
think-
one on
No, the last one.
No.
Anton.
Oh, okay.
It was the one before that, so yeah, it makes sense.
It was the
Okay.
one where they said it was the last one, and then they brought back.
They brought it back for Anton, yeah.
Is it the
Ah,
one where
true.
Stripes is there?
No, that's the one that switched one.
No.
No, wait, yeah,
no,
that's the
no,
one.
no,
That's
no,
the one
no,
that Frankie won. That's the one that Frankie won.
Yeah, Stripes was there.
Which
Yeah, yeah.
Stripes lost to Frankie?
I think so. Did he? I can't remember. I can't remember. But yeah. I battled Frankie to that song, and like I choked. I just remember. like I
the
thought there
song is
was a
too
beat-
good. The song is
I
too
thought-
good, yo.
Yeah,
You
I
try to
thought there
kill
was
it,
a beat
yo.
coming, and then like I did the action, and
Oh,
there was
bah,
no
bah,
beat,
bah,
and I was like, damn.
Oh.
All right, yo, quickly, yo. So, in your opinion, who's your top 5 breakers in Calgary at the moment?
Oh man, do I have to include me?
Yes. Fine.
You don't have to include yourself.
Okay, if I'm gonna okay, I don't want to include myself, so I'm gonna say it's Gomo.
Hmm.
This guy, his name is Lance Bboy Nerve. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him, but yo, Nerve is crazy. Nerve is one.
Add him to the list, my guy.
Yeah, man. Rylan, Rhythm Rye. You guys know Rylan.
Is that K10?
No. He was in Rock. He like competed at Rock Harder. I think maybe once. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know. But I can't remember. But,
Okay.
yeah, Rhythm Rye.
Mm-hmm.
Rylan.
Oh, okay. I remember him. I remember him now. Yeah.
And Kelton, but Kelton lives in Vancouver now, so I don't know if I can count that. Right? So like,
He's a traitor.
yeah, well, he moved back to Vancouver. Is what
Oh,
I
he
mean.
moved back.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
He moved back to Vancouver.
True.
And then the fifth person I would say is my homeboy Ryan. Ryan from Street Kids. Fresco. Well, we call him Fresky. Playboy Fresky. Yeah, but he goes by Fresco.
Mm.
There's
okay,
another
whatever.
Fresco, you know, whatever. Yeah, they're all
Is
dope.
K10 from there? Isn't K10 from?
So K10 is actually from Vancouver, and he moved to
Oh.
Calgary, and he lived here for quite a while. So
Mm.
yeah, there's actually a crazy like the reason why our beef happened is like, oh man, it's so stupid.
Yo,
bro.
all right.
Michael, talk about this now.
Here's your moment right now, bro. I remember
Alright,
when at Rock
alright.
Harder, bro. You had something to you had a lot of heat coming in. You're like,
Oh man,
if
no.
I was in this
like, okay,
podcast,
no,
bro,
but
yeah, I was
okay.
gonna talk a lot.
First of all, I'm just gonna say like I can't really like. I think I was just young as well, like and also like angry about a lot of things I didn't figure out and all this. And I really use breaking as my I'm taking it out on you motherfuckers, right? Because like actually
Yes.
I think me and my crew, I think we're known as the assholes here. Like
Oh,
we're,
really?
we're kind of rude. Like sometimes we can be rude, but we're trying to change that. Like
Wait, yo,
20
Justin from the chat. So your boy said he was in Juicebox.
yeah, so Kelton, okay,
Is it true?
before I go off topic,
Your
hold on, fine.
respects, Justin.
So-
This is important information.
Yeah. So Kelton, when he first came to Calgary,
Mhm.
he came to a jam called Five Kings here in Calgary, and
Oh, I know that jam.
we didn't like. He just showed up, and one of our homies who's in Juicebox, his name's Victor. He's one of the founding members, Bboy Footies. He just randomly walked up to this kid, and just like saw him break, and then brought him over to us, and was like, "Yo, this kid just moved to Calgary, and he's in Juicebox now." And we were like,
Okay.
Okay.
sure, okay,
That's so weird.
cool, yeah. And then like, and he competed with a few of our members that didn't have a full 5 team,
Mhm.
and like we were blown away. We are like, oh shit, like who the fuck is this kid? Like, yo,
Yeah.
this kid's crazy. you know, like he was doing crazy blow ups and all that shit. And yeah, so he was in our crew for a little bit, and he was also very young too. Like he was like underage still. I was still underage too, man. Fuck, like whatever. But he so I remember like he started hanging out with other dancers here in Calgary that we just didn't agree with, people that we didn't agree with, you know, and like he was like learning under them, and he was like sessioning with them, and like it was hard for us to practice with him because he lived so far from us, because we always went to the same place, and like we would tell him where we would practice, but I don't think his parents would drive him all that way, because like, he wasn't taking the bus yet. He's still like super young, and yeah, and so I just like remember um this one jam happened. So city versus city. Okay. He was already out of the crew at this time too. So
Oh yeah.
I can't remember how he got. I can't exactly remember how he got kicked out, but we just like somebody.
You're
messaged
whack.
him. Yeah,
Get outta
someone
here.
messaged him.
Fuck y'all, dog.
Someone messaged him and was like, "Sorry, dude, you're out." I think that's how it went down. Like 100%. I'm pretty
Just
sure. that's how
imagine
it
you're
went
at
down.
work.
Because
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Oh
That
shit.
shit to be at my work, bro.
Fired from my crew.
My crew.
Okay, but anyway, like,
Crew.
anyways, like yeah, so and I think that that's where the tension started.
Mhm.
Yeah, but then where it really got what got heated, I think, is when this jam called City versus City happened. Okay, so and it was like, so the organizer at the time, like he tried to get people from Toronto, Montreal, Saskatchewan, Winnipeg.
I think
everywhere,
Anton was at that jam.
right? No, Onton did
Oh.
not come. So the first year that it happened, actually fuck that. I'm talking about
Yeah, who cares? Who cares about Anton?
Anyway,
Anton sucks.
but it was the second city versus city.
Yeah.
Okay. And so they were picking people to be on the team, right?
Mhm.
And I wasn't on the team the first year that jam happened, and I was like really hoping to be on the team this year, right? Or
Mhm.
the year that happened. And so they were having a discussion, and I got the message that I was on the team, and they were trying to figure out who else, another younger kid that they could ask to come be on the team, right? And everybody in the chat was like Kelton, 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 Kelton.
Hmm.
And I was like, yo, Kelton's from Vancouver,
Mm.
right? And like,
Mhm.
but that was my thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? Because
Yeah.
because even J-Bugs and Reflex, who lived in Vancouver, came to Calgary to be on the Calgary team. Like they were like,
Wow.
fuck that, I'm not gonna be on the Vancouver
Yeah, it
team.
makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, right. So like, that was my point. I was like, yo, he's not from Calgary. He didn't start breaking here. Like, I will not be on the team if Kelton's on the team. That's what I said.
Jeez, True.
Ooh.
That's what I said.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stand by what you feel is right. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, and then I never actually talked to him about it though. Actually, like so, like, and if he ever wants to talk about it, I'm down to talk about it because like I feel like
Hey.
I feel like I'm mature enough to talk about it now. You know, because
Yeah.
it's like, yo, at the end of the day, but like also I was like on a high horse at that time. You know, like.
Mhm.
You know, like I was I think I was like cocky to an extent. I wasn't like super cocky, but I think I was like, you know, just a little bit, you know, which B-boy isn't when they're feeling good, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, so like yeah, I was like, hell no, I don't want this guy on the team. Like he doesn't represent Calgary. Like what? Yeah. And then ever since then, like every jam was like, yo, like there was a time where he would call me out every jam. And like, oh my God, like
Oh,
it was getting
shit.
so tiring. Like
Yeah.
it got to a point where it's like, I remember the last time, because like, yo, sometimes when I battle that guy, dude, like sometimes I say shit that I don't even like. I think about it after. I'm like,
It just possesses you. The
yeah,
moment of the
exactly,
battle.
yeah, and I'm just like, yo, why is it? I'm not even mad at him. Like I'm mad at something else right now. Like what the heck? Like,
Yeah.
but you know, that's just breaking shit, man.
That's
That's just-
breaking.
yeah,
Just
right?
yo, your shout out
So,
to
like-
Justin. Your boy Justin said we cool with Kelton now though. Haha, it's
Yeah,
all
like-
under the water. It's also just
Yeah.
great, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, you know,
Let's
like
go.
and I think that's one cool thing about Calgary scene is like, yes, we have, I think our only beef within the scene is just within breaking, like like, and it's just like a skill thing, and like who's been practicing and who's gonna kill it today, or you know,
Yeah.
and like yeah, and it's it's cool. Like I think our scene is very friendly with each other, but we can also be very mean to each other.
I think
Good.
yeah, for
Nice.
sure. I think with a lot of scenes, especially in Toronto, it's kind of like that too. Like
Yeah.
like I'm pretty sure like deep down everyone hates each other or whatever. Like
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
I swear to God, most of the beef comes from
Mhm.
freaking like biting or like like that kind of like
Yeah, exactly, right? And yeah, and I think that's also where Calgary style or like how Calgary is known is because we love to have fun. Like
Mhm.
actually, like I think like I don't know if you've ever asked anybody who's been to Calgary if like any stories about parties or anything, but like yo, if you I think like if even if you ask Phil and Sam, like when they came the first time they came here, oh man, like we showed them a good time. Like, it was crazy, man. Like they've never drank, they've never done,
Yeah.
like, and they never smoked weed. Like it was crazy, bro. Like it was
Yeah,
it
so
was
you put
insane.
Samson on that path, huh?
I kind of
joking.
did. So it's
Oh
like,
shit!
like I feel like I don't know, like, but he's doing okay. I don't think he smokes anymore. Actually, I don't know.
Nice. Good.
Sometimes when I catch up with him, he says, "Oh yeah, I started," and then I catch up with him like a month after, and he's like, "Oh no, I quit." So like
Mm.
he's like, Samson's an interesting guy. Like he's like everywhere, and like I think that's why I fuck with him because he's like so different every time, and like I always got to try to like figure him out and like see what pushes his buttons and all.
Yeah.
True,
like,
true. All right,
yeah,
your
just
last
Good guy.
topic. Your last topic before we move on to fan questions. So, how did our boy Justin Wong? So shout out to Justin Wong. This guy was like a
Hey,
Scarborough legend. Me, Dennis, our crew, all those people in Scarborough looked up to him because, bro, when this guy was in fucking grade 9, he could fucking multiple chair flippers, bro.
dude,
He
yo,
gets
okay.
fucked, yo. So
Let
so
me
how did
tell you.
Justin? Yeah, how did Justin? Okay, yeah.
Let me tell
How'd you guys meet
okay,
him?
So Anton messages me, and he says, "Yo, so there's this cat named Justin Wong who's going to Calgary for school for a couple of,
Oh,
for
he
a
went.
couple of
Oh,
months.
okay.
So he came here to Calgary. He moved here to Calgary for school, um, and like I guess like practicums and stuff or something like that. And he was like, and he's looking for practice spots, right? And me at the time, I was also like, I'm one of those Bboys that's like, I don't really like to practice with other people unless it's my crew or if I'm like,
I get that.
or else I vibe with you, right? So it's like, it's kind of weird for me sometimes when like I don't know the person, but like I'm trying to change that as well, So like, cause I want to start building now. Like I feel like I'm at that point in my career, So,
Mhm.
but I was like, yeah, sure, I'll session with this guy. So I asked my other homie, Justin Salcedo, to come with me to check this guy out. Like, yo, let's see what this guy's about, yo. Like, let's see how and we wanted to pick his brain too about Toronto because at that time as well, we were like heavy in watching Burn, Ills, Frost. Like we were heavy on watching Toronto footage. And like we wanted to ask them questions about who they were as people, right? So we met up with Justin. We practiced at TD Mall. It's like this mall in downtown where it like has this garden like separate from the mall. So like and like people we've been dancing there for years. So we brought Justin there, and I remember playing the music, and I just remember waiting. And then I was like, okay, fuck it, maybe I'll start dancing first. So like I start dancing. Justin, my other homie Justin starts dancing, and then just Jay Wong starts dancing, and I just remember like, oh, what the fuck, yo, because I think he did like a power combo, and I was like, yo, where did this guy get this form? First of all, like, yo, his form, yo, like straight up, his form is so clean, right? Like I think his form is nice, like super nice. And like yo, and like we just started vibing with him, and he started asking questions about our scene. We started asking questions about his scene, and then from there, like we just like started inviting him to practices, and he started coming to practices. He battled with our crew one time, but he wasn't down yet. But we just like let him battle with us, or I wasn't even on that team, so it was a 5 Kings, and I was on a different team at that for that year. So he replaced me that year for the Juicebox team. Yeah, and then like because he was there for quite a bit. Like he was there for I think maybe 2-3 years, I think. And right before he left, this was around the time I came to freestyle session in Toronto. So I was away in Toronto, and Jay Wong. Oh, actually no, Jay Wong just came back to Calgary. So he left Toronto without being in our crew, like because like he was we were the people he chilled with, so we sent him off. We did like a goodbye thing, and then
Yeah.
he came back to Calgary for a visit, and the boys took him out. Like they took him out
Aw.
clubbing, and like
But
again
you weren't
showed
there.
him. But I wasn't there. I was in Toronto.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but
You're
again, like,
bowing us, yo. You're bowing
Yeah,
me.
yeah. yeah. And so like they were showing him a good time. They brought him to the club, a club called Commonwealth, and like started like, yo, like Jaywong, real talk, the reason why Jaywong is in our crew is because he can hang. You know, like because like he was down for everything that we were doing or that they were
true.
doing.
So you turned into a pothead, huh? I did not know Justin was a pothead, yo.
Yo, I
Damn.
cannot confirm nor deny.
nice.
You know?
I
But
did not expect Justin to be like that at all, yo.
Hey,
The
man.
Scarborough came out of him.
Hey
bro.
man,
Yeah.
yo, you guys ever talked to him recently? I'm pretty sure this guy is.
We talked to him in the jam before the vaccine, or I talked to him. Yeah. He's
Yeah. No, he's not.
I don't know, man. Well, from what he told me and
No.
someone else, he's pretty whipped.
Nah, it's whatever. yo. But Jaywong always had a girlfriend, did he not? Right? Like he's always been with somebody too. I think at least from what I know, and also he also like traveled for a while too, and he did a lot while he was traveling with breaking too. Like he competed at a couple jams.
Yeah,
He was like low key about it. But
this guy's a fucking software engineer making 6 figures and a fucking great
exactly,
B-boy.
man. Like yo,
That's a dream shit, yo.
man, and we're actually happy that I can speak on behalf of the rest of my crew because like we are so happy that he said yes to be in our crew, you know. And I remember somebody telling us like he's like, oh, like I was waiting for you guys to ask me. Like
It sounds like a proposal, yo.
yeah.
Get down on your knees. That's a boy.
Yeah, so
That's
shout out
cute.
Jay Wong, man. Like Juvi
Shout out
J,
to Justin, yo.
love my guy, you know.
True.
But yeah, yo.
All right, baby. So that's that for this section of the podcast. So now we're gonna move on to fan questions, and we'll be
Hey.
back.
That's
Let's
what's
do
up.
it.
Let's get it. All right, baby, we back, and we're gonna head straight to the fan questions, yo. So we're gonna start off with this right now. So Siah, who are your top 5 breakers of all time?
Top 5 breakers of all time, dude.
Lilu, King Benji.
Oh.
Freeze.
Bro, for me, okay, has to be. I'm gonna even sprinkle in like some locals in there, man, because like
Yeah. Everyone, anyone you think?
Oh man. Okay, so Cloud. I would say Cloud is on number 1 on my list.
I can
just
see
like
that. Yeah.
with everything, like I even didn't like get into his footage till later as well, because like I remember watching Red Bull footage, but then like I used to think Cloud was whack because before all I was into was like tricks and shit, right? But then when I actually learned about the dance and when I started actually learning things and like found out all these things, oh man, dude, like Cloud is dope. He does some crazy stuff. Even though he doesn't break anymore, he's still my number 1 inspiration right now. Phil is one of my inspirations right now all time because yo, I used to even like, bro, I used to diss this guy, like softly diss him. Used to be like, yo, man, you're gonna be second place forever. Like we used to I used to say that. And so, like, obviously,
shit.
I was saying that though because like I was just mad because I didn't make top 16 or like 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 shit like that. But like it's just breaking shit, right? So, but yeah, so Phil, like man, like I would say like his journey is crazy because he said from the very moment I met this guy, he said I'm gonna go to Red Bull. He said that,
Yeah.
you know, and he did it, and I was like, this motherfucker, man, like damn, all right. You know, so it's truly inspiring, Philip is. Why not? Why not is one of my all-time favorite dancers as well. I actually had a chance to work with Why Not for
sick.
like 2 months. We did a show together. It was sick. So
Sick.
yeah, I got to know him a little bit. That was cool. He even gave me the name Siahnara.
Nice. He was like, yo, get this kid away from me. Oh, Siahnara, get out.
No. I would like walk into the studio and he'd be like, yo, it's my boy, Siahnara. Like he would say
Say
shit
goodbye.
like, yeah.
Creative.
But yeah, that's cool. This guy named Soul B. So he's from Calgary. He's a Florokee. He doesn't dance anymore, but if he still danced and if he took it and if he was like still taking it seriously, like this guy, he's a powerhouse, man. He could do everything. And his ideas were so fresh and everything he did was to the music, like, and like it just made sense is insane. So like the way he dances, like the way that I dance, like I structure like the way that my style comes from like each of these people. I feel like I take inspiration a little bit from these people. And yeah, I think more like feeling wise though, like maybe not moves wise or like
Mhm.
and all that stuff, but like the way they feel the music and stuff, you know. And then my fifth pick I would have to say is like probably Wing. Like Wing,
Yo, that's
like
my top 5 as well, bro.
yo, like
Baby.
Wing, yo, Wing is like forever one of my favorites. Yo, like dang, like
This
um,
guy's fucking tall, bro.
that guy, yeah, and he's oh, I remember when I first saw his like Red Bull, like the first year that he won.
Mhm.
I used to watch that religiously too. Like, oh, like Wing is so crazy, man. Like, yeah.
True, yo. I was such
Yeah,
a bitch, bro. I was like, yo, man, I want to take a picture with him, but
that's-
it was at the same jam where I crashed at the Mexican, yo.
oh
Yo,
man.
so future episode, me and Dennis will talk about our story at Massimo because it's pretty fucking fun
That's
in the
what's up.
future.
That's what's up.
It shows us how we're not actually real b-boys. The story. That's for a later episode. So was that the 5?
Yeah, that's
Why-
all fine,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, so Cloud, Phil, why not, Solby, Wing. Like
True.
All right.
that's,
All right,
those are my top
next.
5, man.
Next question.
Nice.
So, biggest hurdle you faced in breaking?
Oh man, I think, dude, I still go through it, bro. It's like the pressure of being in a battle and like the anxiety that builds up, you know.
Mhm.
Like I do, like there have been in my fair jams that's never happened, and like I freaking felt so good about myself. But like, damn, like, um, I feel like even the further you go into your career, the crazier the anxiety it gets too. Like,
Mhm.
it's so crazy how some people like think like, oh, how can you have all that courage and all that shit? But like, yo, actually, like, it's crazy, man. Like sometimes, like even in Toronto, like when I went up against Jason, like, dude, my hands and my body were shaking, and it was like I couldn't get a grip on myself, like,
Yeah.
you know. And I felt like I could have gone off, like I could have done way better if I could have just like grasped on and like let go of my
Yeah.
anxiety. But like, it's a hard thing. I think that's the hardest thing I will ever, like, you know. And then also keeping up with practice, man. Like, yo, because like even though like I feel like I do practice like enough, but maybe not as enough as I want to or should be, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, like that's the hardest thing, I think. Because like, yo, money was never an issue. Like I never, yo, like I spent any money that I got went to breaking. Like I wanted to, you know, try to buy, it was either buy sick clothes or like when I did start traveling, like I'm saving up for this jam. Sometimes there's this one time, the one skills meter that I went to, I went there with $40. I had
Yeah.
nothing, bro. Like, yo, but all I wanted to do was dance, you know. So
Yeah, you had enough to buy shorts though.
yeah, man, exactly. Bro. Like, yeah, but yeah.
Oh,
I would say that's my biggest hurdle is like getting over like the feeling of being under pressure.
Mhm. That
Oh,
makes
word,
sense.
word,
Yeah,
word.
I miss that feeling. That feeling. I remember when I'm in it, I'm like, oh, I fucking hate this. I hate this about breaking. I want to stop. And then as soon as like now, I'm like thinking back, I'm like, man, I miss that so fucking much.
True. I think one thing that helps with the feeling the pressure is like if you're coming in with the underdog mentality.
Yeah.
Oh no, like nobody expects anything of me. I don't even expect much of myself, but because I feel like that's when I do the best. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
When I have no expectations or whatever.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't-
I think as well, like for me too, like one of the jams that I won recently with one of my homies, like we went in even not expecting to make it far, you know.
Mhm.
But we did put in work. Like we practiced hard for that jam. But we were just like, yo, let's just like whatever. Cause like I said, like we were like the assholes of the scene, right? So we wanted to try to like show up to this jam different. Like we wanted to act different. We wanted to be different, right? So I didn't talk shit that whole jam until I battled Kelton and I said, one thing. But then that was it. And then that was it, you know. But like, yeah, and I think because of that mentality too of like not, you know, don't expect whatever, like just go off.
Yeah. Don't
Just
expect anything. Yeah.
yeah, and it's hard. And also like I also do way better, I feel, when like my boys are with me, like when I'm around my boys or like
for sure, yo, for
you know,
sure.
and, like, yeah, like I felt like if Phil ended up coming to Rock Harder, I think like I would have done way better because like
So it's his fault.
there's something about Phil too. Like when I'm around Phil, like I have to go off. Like I just want to, you know, like
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
yeah. And like
True.
Yeah.
Speaking of jams, how many jams is there like a year in Calgary? You feel, or is it like once like every like 6 months or something like that?
Okay, so like pre-COVID, obviously, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Well, when I first started, there was jams a lot. There was so many jams. There was a
Yeah.
lot. Almost once a month, at least once a month.
Damn.
You know?
that's
Better than
crazy.
Toronto.
Yeah. And like the lists for these signups too were long. dude.
Really?
Mm.
We used to
Damn.
have so many people that got down, and there used to be so many crews too.
Same.
Like, yeah, and it was insane. And the crazy thing was, I never really got to experience that. I just like saw the signups. It's like this was the time where like also when I first started, my mom didn't let me go out, like man, like you know, like all that stuff, and like all I could watch was the footage that would be posted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then when I did start going to the jams, there were still quite a bit of people. Like I would think like my generation, there was so many young kids starting crews, and a
Yeah.
lot of kids just saying, "I'm a b-boy now," and then
Mhm.
learn how to top rock and 6-7. That was it. You know, so like
Yeah.
there was a lot of crews that happened and then died out.
Yeah.
But I can also say during that time, dude, if there's so many key people, like if they just kept going, like
Yeah,
I
for
would,
sure. Same as
like,
Toronto.
oh man, yeah. So it's crazy, man. So, yeah. What were we talking about? Shit.
No, you answered the question. You
How
answered
many
the
jams
question.
is there like a year in Calgary?
Then
Yeah,
once a
yeah,
month,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You said once a
And-
month.
Yeah,
and
yeah, so
that-
like
and
once a month.
also, yeah. So even now though, or not
Even-
now,
okay, but
Like,
so now,
bro,
though,
now?
but after
because-
before
yeah,
COVID, before COVID.
yeah, because before then there was multiple people wanting to throw jams.
Yeah.
Nowadays there's one group of people, like a collective. It's just one group that puts it on onto Logic, or onto Logic. Shout outs to them because
Oh,
like,
okay, okay, I know them. Yeah,
they're
yeah.
the ones that's putting on all the jams here for us. And like my crew and I were like, we're trying to like take it off their shoulders now because they've been doing it for so long now. And so like
Yeah.
hopefully when COVID like, you know, goes away, like we can, you know, like because I know they're still gonna want to do stuff, but like, you know, we obviously want to like give back
Build the scene, right?
exactly and give those people opportunities to battle as well. Cause like, you know, Kataro can still get down, No Love still can get down, you know, like all these people that are throwing in the jams, right? So like yeah, like yeah, and like they've been throwing it, they've been trying to give us jams, you know, once every 2 months, every 3 months, and
Okay.
it's cool. Like it gives us something to look forward to and
Yeah.
to see okay who's gonna be on top this time. Like
Yeah.
like
It's your turn now. No, it's your
yeah,
turn. You
yeah,
last time.
exactly. Yeah.
All right, yo. So a fan asked, what are some practice spots that are still active in Calgary?
And I don't even know because like
Nothing, bro.
I'm
I'm sorry, fan.
yeah,
It's
like
COVID,
yo,
man.
my fucking basement just here.
Yo,
my
but Masai doesn't like practicing with you if he doesn't know
Yeah.
you. So
Yeah.
tough luck. Tough luck. All
Okay,
right, yo.
but,
So
Yo, so how about this?
Yeah,
yo?
well, if anything, like when COVID gets lifted, like yo, there's so many free spots. Like my friends and I, when we were younger and we were just like hood ratting around everywhere, like trying to find practice places. There's so many places like that mall spot that we found. Like we just found it because like it was empty, nobody walks through it, it's quiet, doesn't look like security guards come, and like and like we never got bothered. Like you just and then if we did find a spot that we did get bothered, whatever, go find another spot. Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because actually also like I think like it's okay now, especially now that Olympics is going to be a thing. Like I feel like people should just start breaking everywhere again, you know, and like
yeah.
get people
public.
hyped on, hyped
Yeah.
about it, right? So like, yeah.
All right, Dennis, what's your question?
Well, what's your favorite adult actress?
Oh shit.
What kind? I
Uh,
don't have one.
uh,
Okay, movies wise, bro. I'm gonna speak movies wise because like, yo, when you guys post this shit, I don't know if my students are gonna watch. I don't know.
no, you're right. You're right, bro. You're
All right,
right.
favorite movie actors. Let's go.
Favorite movie actress.
Jessica Alba.
Yo, just how was the goat, bro. She's fucking
Okay,
hot as
okay,
shit.
okay,
Yo,
okay.
but
That's
for me,
my-
bro.
yeah.
Nowadays is Gal Gadot. Yo, she's a new one.
Okay, yeah, she's yeah, man.
Okay.
I think-
Yo, we're gonna have to ask you that question again, like behind the scenes.
All right, James, go you, dog. Go pick, yo.
Wait, what?
Pick your favorite actress, movie actress. Hottest one, sure. All right,
Yo,
Dennis,
come
go.
back to me. Come back to me.
Oh my goodness.
You already know what movies I watch, my guy. You
There's
know what
too
movies I've been
many.
watching recently.
Yo,
No, it's not.
I'm-
It's worse than that.
Uh,
Worse than Salo.
They know what movies I've been watching recently.
yo, Tory Black.
Oh my god!
What?
No,
I
I'm
can't,
kidding.
I
I'm
can't, I
kidding.
can't imagine you watching Tory Black, yo.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
That's like the
kidding.
most.
I'm
my
kidding.
Old school.
Let's just say Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. I
Oh
see.
no! Fuck that! Fuck that! Fuck that! Fuck that!
It's because your
fuck
voice
it.
didn't say anything. That's why.
No! Because I don't know any like actresses nowadays.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like,
I
I
feel
don't know. I
that.
don't even watch movies now. Are movies
Yo,
still a thing?
hottest, fine, hottest of all time, bro. Fuck it.
Hottest of all time,
What you think?
Marilyn Monroe.
I might have to be
Oh,
Jessica
fuck
Alba then. What?
I ain't picking Jessica Alba.
There's something about Jessica Alba, bro. I'm,
Jessica
Yeah,
Alba's
maybe.
hot as shit, man.
Something
Jessica
about
Alba's
her,
hot as
bro.
shit, yo. She's hot.
She's really pretty.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude.
Come on, James. What the hell?
I said Jessica Alba, my guy.
Oh,
What
you
the
did?
frick?
Yo,
Yeah.
You did him, bro. All right, next
That's all
question.
time, bro. It's like
Alright.
saying like who's the best b-boy all time? Ken Swift. Okay.
What the
I gotta make up another. I
All
can't
right,
say
fine. Fair enough. The next question: Alberta versus BC scene. Who would win in like in a city or
Oh man.
province
Okay.
versus province battle?
Well, so the thing is, for those city versus city jams that happen here in Calgary,
Yeah.
in the finals, it was always Calgary versus Vancouver.
Mm.
But to be fair, I feel like our Calgary team was always freaking stacked. Like Forever Fresh came back to be on the team, J Bugs, Reflex, like like we had a lot of heavy hitters, and then like for like the people coming to Calgary, it was harder for I guess for some other top dancers to be like, oh, I can come up with the money and come.
Mhm.
And, I think that's just what it is. Like can't make it because they don't either don't want to drive or they just don't want to spend the money for a flight,
Yeah.
right? So but they did have heavy hitters on their team. Like JK47 was on their team both years. Arthur Storm, like
Art Attack? Is that Art Attack?
Art Attack, yeah.
True.
Arthur, Ed, Mark Ziller, like they had heavy hitters too, right? So even what's his name? The guy that's in NON B minus.
Oh, B
yeah.
minus. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Did you always send out A plus? The battle him.
B minus.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the
So-
fuck? What is this? Yo, they're like the
I think
opposite.
so. I think so.
That's
But
pretty
yeah, man,
hilarious.
like but at the outcome, we always won.
Oh, you hear that,
Ah.
Vancouver? You hear that?
But
You hear that,
but I
Vancouver?
can't
You
really
hear
say,
that,
like,
Vancouver?
but it's
Just
like
drop
I
your
don't know.
fucking
I don't
painting.
I don't know now though. Like I don't know now because like city versus city, you guys we had heavy hitters. They did as well. But I still think they could have brought out other people to come in. Like Jax did. I don't know if Jax was there actually. I can't really remember. But like there's like Jax. Who else did they got? Like Dean. I don't know, man. Like they could have. I feel like they could have had a
He just never
stronger
showed up.
team. But still, they made finals, right? So
Mhm.
like.
Mm.
True. All right, yo. Next question. Your favorite kicks to break in?
Probably they used to be Puma suedes, but now I think like they just hurt my feet now. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is.
You're getting
Uh,
older.
Yeah, but yeah, probably.
Bro.
You need
But
support.
now it's like the Zooms or whatever, the Spiridons.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, those are
The
good.
Rocks right shit.
Yeah, Spiridons. I
true.
mean, man, like, okay. Y'all gonna hate me for this. I don't know if you're gonna hate me, but like I really like Dizzy shoes. Like I know Kurt's gonna hate me for that. But, like
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I-
Toys is gonna hate you.
Yo,
Boys is definitely gonna hate
bro,
you. I
because,
love
like,
it.
Yeah.
if you haven't tried a pair on yet, you should.
I tried them on
But, like,
once, but it was like it didn't fit.
It's it's how you thread a lot, right? Is that why?
Yeah. Well, that and also like they're really light, they're really flexible too. Like, and even though they're flat like Puma suedes,
Mm.
they're softer on the inside, and there's like lots of cushion. Like,
Mm.
Oh, true.
And,
Are
like,
are they heavy?
you know,
You just
No,
said
they're
they're
light.
light.
No, they're really light. All right,
Yeah.
yo, Dizzy,
But
how much hate do you think we get? We got a Disney sponsorship, yo.
no, man. Like, I don't know, bro.
Okay.
'cause, like, after everything he's been through, like, I don't know, man. Like, frick, it's hard. I don't want. I don't
You
even
can
wanna
wear the
say
man's
any-
shoes.
Yeah. Do you think so? Because like I feel like I can't. Like I haven't posted
I,
anything.
I, in public, I can understand if you don't.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
If you like them,
Yo,
yo.
You
'cause
like them, you like them.
Yeah, I even like entered a contest and won. So like I got a free
Ah.
pair of shoes.
Yes.
Oh, true.
So you
Yeah,
what
you
am I supposed to
can
do?
do
You just give it another few months and it's all good.
If you think, yeah,
That's how
true.
things go, yo.
Think about it too. Like, look at Nike, bro. Like, they have like
Yeah.
sweatshops and they have slave labor, pretty much.
yeah.
So like, and all the shoe companies do that. So like, someone who said, maybe Crazy Legs shouldn't be whatever, or a sweatshop owning shoe company. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, yeah, legit.
Man,
The only
our
problem
sponsors
I
won't
have-
like that shit that you just said, James.
Yeah, I don't give
The
a fuck.
only problem I have with that shoe is the arrow. That's it. That's the only thing.
Yeah, it looks like a dick.
That's it. That's it. But I never looked at it as a dick until people started posting that shit,
Yo, once
and
you
I was
put that
like,
image on your head, bro, it's over.
I know.
I'm
and I
not
was
gonna lie, I
like,
thought that as soon as I saw it too.
yeah, I never, I don't know. I never thought of it. Damn.
All right. So I got a quick question from our homeboy Bobby. He asked, "Who's Siah's favorite b-boys in Toronto?" Top 5.
Yo, okay. No ski. Yo, no
Noski.
ski. Sick, man.
Yeah.
Got no ski, more motivation for you to come back.
Yeah, get back into breaking,
no
no
ski,
ski.
man.
No practice.
As I also love watching the Calantis brothers, man. Like those guys, I feel like they're like my long lost brothers, you know.
Filipino thing.
Yeah, I even. Do you guys
Filipinos.
remember? I came
Battled
to
them.
Toronto one time. I
Yeah,
battled
Battle of
with
the
them.
North. Battle of the
I,
North.
I battled with them. Yeah, and that was dope. And like, oh man, yeah, they're dope. They inspire me too, man. They're dope. I'm gonna count them as one though. The three of them as one.
They're not even from Toronto too.
Yeah, they're from Ontario, right? They're from
Yeah, yeah,
Ontario.
they're
Ottawa,
from
that's
Ottawa.
Ottawa, yeah,
But they're
Ottawa.
Toronto now.
they-
They're Toronto
yeah,
now.
they are
We
Toronto,
adopted
yeah.
them.
Switch. I love Switch too.
Yeah.
Not just
homeboy
as a
Switch.
breaker, but as a person too. Like that
Mhm.
guy. Man, there's one time I went to his place and I got so lit. Like I went to it was that jam that battled the North Jam too. I just remember passing out before the jam, waking up, and like and I had to battle, and I was just like,
Oh, shit.
Oh
but
my
yo,
God.
anyways, like
Nice.
yeah. So
Yeah, there was one time I was at a jam. I think this was before I knew YouTube, and like Switch was on stage and somebody else was emceeing, and Switch was just like chilling with his hands in his pockets, and he's like drunk as shit and high as shit. He's just like standing, like passing out. And I was fucking dying, bro. This guy goes in.
mhm. And then man, there's a lot. I really like Frost's style too. I like his approach in the way that he approaches his dance as well. Yo, I'm gonna say it too. I love you guys, bro. I mean, okay, yo, straight
bias.
up. Yo, no, listen though. Because I did know who you guys were, but I never like really paid attention. And then your guys' podcast came out, and then I started paying attention, and I'm like, oh, God, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, oh, like, yo, Eric, you got some real crazy transitions. Now I know why you ate ET, bro. Like,
Oh shit.
yeah. And Denis, bro, you got balls of steel, bro. Like, you do whatever the fuck you want, and it's like you make it look crazy, bro. And then
Oh,
James is
thanks,
just
Sal. You're a
funky
really nice
fresh,
guy,
bro,
man.
Like James is funky fresh, bro.
Yo,
Like,
we're Rebel BC One Top 16
That's-
All Stars right now.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
That's what I'm saying. We should have wore the shirt.
Yo, I was going to. but then-
Flex that shit, yo. Flex that shit. This is the best transition to the next topic. Rank the IJB members on the tier list.
My rank the.
So us three.
Wait.
So rank us on our tier list that we made.
Oh man. Yo, man, y'all can sit with me at A. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Even
yeah.
James,
Yo,
James joins the A
Of
game.
course, me.
yeah,
the
bro.
fuck?
Yo, you got Red Bull over here. Yo,
Yeah.
Eric, you did head spins on concrete, bro. How many people How many people got that balls, bro? Dude, and then Denis, bro, you're just nasty.
Yeah,
bro.
Dennis, you're
Bro.
Dennis.
Yeah, okay, I'm Dennis.
Bro, you Dennis.
Well
Yo.
played.
And I'm not even trying to be biased. If I could, man, okay, there are a lot of people I would put in D and all that, all the lower shit. Yo, I think like, cause yo, I can't really compare. If I were to compare Calgary scene to you guys, like, if you guys came here, you guys are gonna be in finals. You guys might even beat us, right? Like, so like, it's crazy. Like, cause the level there. This is why I say like, I think this is why Calgary is not really that known. Is because like a lot of us don't try to go out, or a lot of B-boys here don't try to make the effort to go out, right? And that's not a bad thing. Like, we're human beings, we're trying to get through life, trying to learn shit, whatever, right? People go after what they want, right? So like, I think that like, if the Calgary scene and more b-boys from Calgary went to even Vancouver more, went to Toronto more, went to other provinces, not even like go all the way to the States. You don't have to go to the States to experience crazy shit. Because like, I remember the first time I came to Toronto, I was like, what the fuck? Like, like so many people that could power, like there's not a lot of people here in Calgary that have nice power, right? So like, and like, I feel like if they go out and see that, it would help them. And it would like give them more motivation to work harder. And like, because like, not saying that like we're not good, like because I think there's a lot of good breakers here, a lot of good concepts, a lot of good ideas and all that stuff, but it's still basic, like I still also, and not trying to be rude, I want my scene to grow too, right? And like I think that's why I still try to stay on top, because it's like, if you guys want to get better, you guys got to beat me, right?
You gotta go through me.
Yeah,
The
and
final boss.
yeah, and if you guys can beat me,
Gatekeeper?
right, you guys can
So you-
like go out
Be the king.
to other provinces and like do
Mhm.
good, right? Because I feel like that's the only reason why like I got to this level where I'm at, is because like I experienced it. I mean, also being in the Wizardz, like I felt like I
Yeah.
had to keep up with them, like so it's like um it is what it is.
Damn,
Man.
son. Calgary's gatekeeper right here, Siah.
Nah, bro. No, Calgary. No, Siah's the king of Calgary right now, bro.
Nah, man, the king of Calgary forever is forever fresh, bro. 100%. Shout out Raul, man.
Yo, true
Love
say.
that.
Oh yeah. So Switch ass. So a lot of greats. So I guess. Oh wait. So I guess I want that to be the last question. So next question: Popeyes versus KFC.
Popeyes versus KFC. Popeyes, bro.
Oh, bro, that's easy. That's an easy question, yo.
Bro, like
Popeyes
yo,
all
we
day.
we just recently got Popeyes here in Calgary too. Like,
Really.
Oh,
now- yeah, and now there's like 5 or like 4 or some shit like that. So like, dude, and it's popping, bro. I love Popeyes.
Yeah, man.
And
Look at James'
we-
background, bro. Look at James'
Oh
background.
wait, no. This is Church's chicken.
Oh, that's Church's chicken. Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
Church's
No,
chicken. Like,
Yeah,
I
no
think it was when
wonder,
the
no wonder the
Raptors were
fries look
playoff.
like that. Oh
Yeah, yo,
shit.
that biscuit, that biscuit. Oh my god, Church's biscuits
Is it better than Popeye's biscuit?
is better because it's just candy, bro. It's just like
Oh yeah,
lathered-
yeah. It has like that glaze.
yeah, it's glazed
Honey
up.
glaze, yo.
Sure.
Yo, honey glaze. That's a sick. Yo, that's your new B-boy name right there, Dennis.
Honey
Shut the
glaze.
fuck up. Anyways.
All right, yo, so another fan asks tips on cleaning up power moves besides repetition.
Oh man, dude, honestly, work out too. Like freaking work out the muscles, dude. It powers full body, man. It's like everything, because like even though your legs are in the air, you have to keep them in the same position, right? So like if you can like work out your body, like even I still struggle on that. Like you can see even in my power, like my legs still do this and shit, and like and they're not like fully straight and all that stuff, right? So like all you got to do is like obviously practice repetition and like stay strong, right? Because obviously yes, you are going to get stronger every time you practice the move, but only to a certain extent, right? You're not always activating the same or the whole part of the muscle that needs to be working, right? So if you get that shit down, like if you look at like Phil is so ripped, and that's why his form looks so good too. Same with Wong. Actually, I don't know it right now, because I remember the last time I saw Wong last time, he was like kind of chug. Like he's kind of chug.
Yeah, he did,
Just a little bit,
but he's back.
right?
He's back.
He's back, right? Yeah. So like when I first met him, he was pretty fit. Wong was fit. So like, yeah, and like man, I'm too skinny, man. Like I'm still trying to bulk, and I'm still trying to get stronger. So and for me, the way that I practice power is repetition, but also like I record myself and then I compare myself to people that can really do them, right? This is one thing that I do. Like sometimes I'll see a clip on Instagram like of somebody doing a crazy power move, and I'll be like, how the fuck does he do that? And I'll watch it over and over and over and over again. And then I'll like look at one of my practice clips of me doing that move and compare my body to that person and be like, oh, my leg is not like that. What if I try to make my leg like that? And then I'll record myself with that tip, right? And then I'll just like adjust my body to like, because it's just power. Like it's like, yes, it's cool like when people have their own power flow and like or whatever, but if you want to do power forever, you got to do perfect. You have to have perfect form, right? Because like you're putting your body through all this like intense like flexing and like twisting and all that stuff, and like you're hitting the floor like crazy, right? So you got to maintain your body like that. And when you're doing power and your own way, not that it's bad, right? But your body will develop weird things. Like for me, I used to like never practice on my other side for like freezes and stuff, and then and I always like my 90s were always kind of weird, okay? And like it was because like I never knew that I had to like flex my body and like be in a weird or like and like be in the same position the whole time and all that stuff. Like I thought you had to keep kicking constantly, right? And then as time went on, like my shoulders, like now, before in the past, like my power shoulder was lopsided. Like I was walking around like this, and I didn't even realize that. And then I started losing my power because like my body was so used, like it couldn't compensate anymore, right? So like when I figured that out, and when I started going to like physiotherapy, and like the lady told me all this stuff, I was like, okay, cool. So then now like when I try to do power, like I try to go for like really, I try to go for the form that it should be, like really perfect form. Even though if I can't do it now, like even now, like my flares, I still scrape, whatever. But like all I know like for a fact, if I just keep working out, if I stay consistent, if I keep doing it, then it's good, then it's fine, you know. So
True say,
yeah.
yo. All right, yo. So the last question from the homie Switch B. So a lot of greats left from Calgary. We got Bugs, Raul, and Gomo. So do you plan on leaving or staying in Calgary, Siah? Last question for today.
Hey man, like yo, it's not just like great, like it's not just like great b-boys too, like you got Lady C and shit too, you know, like really, really lots of crazy dancers coming out. But for me personally, I thought about it all the time. Like there's so many times where like I wanted to move to Vancouver and train with the Wizardz, and just like, you know, like if I did choose that, I think like my career would have went a different path, right? But then you know, life gets at you, and like things happen, and like my mindset changed a lot in these past 12 years that I've been doing this thing. And like I realized that like I want to stay in Calgary. I want to be, because I think that's the thing too, that the reason why our level here in Calgary is like this, because a lot of the greats that, and not dissing on them, because like obviously they need to go find their thing and they do their thing and all that stuff, right? But I feel like if J-Bug stayed, if Raul stayed, and like even A plus, like he doesn't even live in Calgary, right? But he like
Medicine Hat.
yeah, right. So like if they stayed in the city and like actually tried to mentor us and teach us what they learned and all that stuff, right? Then yeah, it'd be different. Because with the Roods, like the Roods, I guess tried to do that, like because like I learned from a lot of the Roods too. And same, and like with Floor Wikis, like they did learn a lot, but also they were still a new crew as well, right? So there's still a lot that they didn't experience as well, right? So like, and their inspirations were like people like Bugs and Reflex and Raul, right? So like I think because their inspirations left, right? Like that's, you know, they just felt like, hey, like, you know, we don't have OGs to learn from. Maybe, I don't know, I can't speak for them. Maybe that's how they feel. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just tripping. I don't know. Right? But like I feel like I want to stay in Calgary and like help grow the scene and help the level get higher. Right? And because even, man, I've been told many times by a couple people, like even Ills himself, like, and I'm not even trying to be like cocky or anything. Like he's even told me, he's like, yo, Sai, why is it like the level, like why are you the highest level? Why isn't like anybody else like that? And I was like, oh shit, I don't know. Like fuck. You know, like I was like, damn, I don't know. So like I don't know, but I think I've been thinking about it a lot. Like how can I help? How can my crew help? How can the scene help make the level higher, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of like a lot of us now are even seeing that, like even like Nerve, a lot of the guys that I battle here, like I think they all see that too, you know. And I think because Nerve says himself, like he doesn't want like a real career with breaking, but he wants to still be like the person that to look out for, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's cool. That is a really good thing. That because like I think Nerve is one of the hardest people to beat here in Calgary. Like every time I battle him, like it's hard. Like I have to like step it up, you know. Even though I have the experience, like I have so much experience, but like damn, like these guys are still good too, you know. So like I'm still on my toes here, but I'm still also one of the people that's always winning, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think also like people need to stop getting discouraged, but because they can't beat me, and because they can't beat NOK, because they can't beat Street Kids, right? I think like that's one mentality that a lot of even like I've heard from a couple people that started in my generation and left and quit. One big reason was because they never thought they could beat me. And I was like, yo, why would you ever think that? You know, and now they think it's too late, right? But like, yo, and if any of those people are watching, like, yo, just know it's never too late. Like, come back, yo. Like, you guys know, like,
bro.
give us more competition and like and all that stuff. Because like, yo, at the end of the day, it's just breaking. We're here to have fun. And like, let's, you know, like we're a small scene anyway. So like let's just like keep doing what we're doing, man.
Sure,
like,
bro. Yo, every scene needs its leaders. Yo, if the leaders leave, yo, there's no one for the followers to follow, bro. You gotta lead the scene, yo. So that's
exactly.
It's important to have a foundation of like experienced people like yourself in the scene.
Exactly. And like, so shout outs to like people that did stay, like Kataro. Kataro is another one of those people, Bboy Mezu, that like he experienced a lot. He's a part of like a really big crew. And like, and he continued to build the scene by throwing jams, teaching kids. And he's a dad now. And so like, dude, he's doing so much. And like, yo, like I respect that. Right.
Yeah.
And like, and there's so many people I could talk like that I could mention about that. And like, so shout outs, my words are getting twisted, you know, but shout outs to those people, because like our scene wouldn't be going if they weren't throwing these jams and like, and if they weren't teaching these kids. Like even me, like I teach kids and I encourage my kids so bad, like so hard to come to jams, even though they don't, you know. So it's like,
yeah, I know that feeling.
1 minute left. Yo. 1 minute, 1 minute left, baby. So I guess we're gonna end off with this. You want to give any shout outs to anyone? Let's go.
Yeah, shout them out.
Shout outs to my crew, my crews, Juicebox, Team Mayhem, and the Wizardz. Shout outs to Headspin Masters, me and Kurt Rage. Hey, you know, like, me and Kurt, we like talk to each other about Headspin, so that's fun. And shout outs to you guys, man. Shout outs to my studio, Paul Studios. And yeah, shout out to everybody watching this podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. This was awesome.
Go.
I had such a good time.
That's what we're supposed
coming
to
out,
Thanks
baby.
for tuning in.
All right, baby. This is episode 13 on Wednesday the 13th with the best from Calgary. We gone ghost. Peace. Siahnara.